Years after a one-night stand, a commitment-phobic playboy and a serial cheater reunite and try to change their ways without falling for each other. In 2002, Elaine Lainey Dalton is making a commotion in a hostel. Jake Harper takes pity on her as she is about to be thrown out by security and accepts her as his guest. He finds out that Lainey went there to lose her V-card to her Tia Matt, whom Jake considers the most boring person in the world. Lainey ultimately finds out that Jake is also a virgin, and the two lose their V-cards to each other. In the present, Lainey is at a restaurant with her long-term boyfriend Sam. She tells him that she has cheated on him 16 times with another guy. Sam suspects that Lainey cheated on him with his brother, which Lainey denies. Lainey is currently employed as a kindergarten teacher despite having planned to attend medical school while in college. On the recommendation of her therapist, she attends a love addicts group where she runs into Jake after more than a decade. Jake is there because of his inability to engage in serious relationships. He has just been dumped by his girlfriend Hannah after cheating on her with her best friend. Lainey, who has been in an on and off relationship with Matt for the whole time, finds that he is engaged. Matt is engaged to Emma. Lainey still continues to have intimacy with Matthew. After being encouraged by her friend Kara, Lainey calls Jake. Jake and his business partner Xander has just sold their web advertising agency to a corporation managed by Paula. With the transaction, Jake becomes Paula's full-time employee. Paula is divorced and has a child. Jake is attracted to Paula, but she's not willing to date an employee. Lainey and Jake go on a double date with Xander and his wife Naomi, during which they reveal their intimate challenges. At the end of the evening, Jake admits that he wants to sleep with Lainey. Lainey decides that the two of them would be better off as friends, and Jake agrees to use the code word mousetrap as a safe word whenever there is sexual tension between them. They spend more time together and eventually become best friends. Lainey is still unnerved every time she sees Matt anywhere around town. She uses Jake to dump her emotional baggage about Matt, as she is unable to get over him. Lainey also explains why women react the way they do when Jake becomes emotionally unavailable following his multiple one-night stands. Strangers mistake them for a couple, and their friends also assume they are in a relationship. One day, Jake finds out that Lainey hasn't had an orgasm in a year since she stopped getting intimate with Matt. Jake helps her by teaching her how to have an orgasm by masturbating the right way. Jake hears that Lainey is planning to re-enroll in medical school and potentially relocate to Michigan. Jake realizes that he has feelings for Lainey, but he understands that he has no right to ask her to stay behind and not travel to Michigan. He brings her as his date to Xander's child's birthday party, where she meets a man named Chris Smith and begins seeing him, much to Jake's disappointment. Jake decides to go forward and asks his employer, Paula, on a date. On a date with Chris, Lainey bumps into Matt and his now pregnant wife. Lainey is rattled to the core and walks away. Meanwhile, while Jake is getting intimate with Paula, he mistakenly calls her Lainey. After their evenings out, Jake and Lainey spend the night together, where they realize they are both in love. They decide not to do anything about it. Jake comes to know that Matt has deeply hurt Lainey. Lainey relocates to Michigan, and Jake commits to his relationship with Paula. A couple of months after Lainey's departure, while he is on brunch with Paula at a restaurant, Jake comes across Matt and punches him in the face and chaos ensues. Jake gets arrested, and Paula breaks up with him. He calls Lainey from the police station and expresses his love for her. She tells him she feels the same way. After some time, Matt files legal action against Jake, alleging mental distress, and flatly refuses every settlement offering made by Jake. Lainey pays Matt a visit and threatens to reveal their affair to his wife unless he agrees to Jake's settlement demands. After her encounter with Matt, Lainey reunites with Jake, and the two ultimately decide to get married. Thanks for watching. To catch all the latest from us, Subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified as soon as a new video drops. We'll see you in the next one.